After she completed her education at Drabbe Saha College in Gorkha, where she was a top performing student. Building on this foundation, she pursued her higher education in both LLM and LLB at Kathmandu, National Nepal Law Campus in Kathmandu. Beside LLM, she has obtained master degree in political science as well from Tribhuvan University. Adv.Anjita Khanal has remarkable career, and her dedication to legal profession continue to serve as an inspiration to aspiring lawyers, particularly women in Nepal. Her historic achievement as the General Secretary of Nepal Bar Association underscores her commitment to advancing the legal landscape in the country. So, like this, we have two prominent speakers today. It's really great to get chance to interact with such profound scholars. So, I request everybody to be attentive and be participatory, interactive in the event. Like yesterday, there will be question answer session after each speaker keynote speeches, and the presentation will finish. I will call you to raise your hand to ask questions. So if you have any question during the session, please note down your question. Now I would like to move to toward our formal session. At first, I would like to move to opening session. For welcome speech and today's event overview, I would like to call Mehdi Hussain Anik, who is the president of JKKNIU Moot Society, Bangladesh. So I hand over the mic to the Mehdi Hussain Anik. The floor is up to you.
Thanks to Ashmita, our wonderful host, for giving me the floor. Hello everyone, I'm Mehdi Hassan Anik, president of JKKNIU Society, and I'm delighted to welcome our honorable speakers as well as my brothers and sisters from home and abroad. Hope that you are all having a wonderful evening. We have gathered here today for the second day of the virtual South Asian Legal Nexus Symposium jointly organized by Legal Research Society Nepal and JKKNIU Moot Society. Our first respected speaker of today's session is Advocate Anjita Khanal Ma'am, General Secretary, Nepal Bar Association. We extend our gratitude towards her for her dedication for the betterment of improving legal scenario and managing her precious time for us for today's session. Our second speaker of the day is Tarikul Kabir, lecturer, Notre Dame University, Bangladesh, and I feel extremely proud to announce that he was our founding president of our JKKNIU Moot Society as well. We extend our gratitude towards him for his dedication. Both speakers will be addressing different issues such as legal education and training, access to justice and legal aid, role of bar association, and other relevant issues from both Nepal and Bangladesh. We encourage the participants to participate, ask questions, and make the most of this wonderful gathering. Additionally, I would request the participants to utilize these networking opportunities as well. That's all from me. I welcome everyone again, and let's make this evening a wonderful experience for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mehdi Hussain. Now I would like to move to our first keynote. Our first speaker will be Ms. Anjita Khanal, and she will be addressing legal education in Nepal, access to justice in Nepal, and role of Nepal Bar Association. So I welcome ma'am to the floor. The mic is up to you.
Thank you, everybody. Me, Anjita Khanal, I'm introduced to you. What's your name? What's your name? Asmita Timishna from Bangladesh.
No, ma'am, from Nepal.
Nepal. Okay. I'm introduced to my subject to you in sharing. Legal education training in Nepal. First of all, my name is Anjita Khanal. I am General Secretary, Nepal Bar Association. Smita introduced me, all of you. Thank you. I am starting my subject, Introduction of Legal Education. Legal education and training in Nepal are fundamental component of just and equality equitable society. Nepal's legal education system is well established with a range reputable law school and university offering the desired academics of program. Experience in the legal professionalism in Nepal undergo the or especially the legal professional in Nepal undergo a reasonable journey that incorporation both academics excellence and practical experience. Practicable training elements such as the internship and others training in progress of the legal education process, equitable student with the essential skill and real world strength. The Nepal Bar Association (NBA) play a central role in regulation and legal performance, ensuring the adherence to professional standard and ethics principles. The Law Commission of the India idea definition legal education as the science which is the impact to student knowledge of central principle and provision of law to establish them to intern the legal professional. Historically speaking, the legal education force back to assist the period where they are kings and the princes were given the technical about the forms and any knew by the land rights. Legal education is the broad concept. It includes the professional, which is the participant in court of law teaching, law research, and administration in the different board where law play a private role. In short, legal education is the form of the human science that beyond the technical skill and component author of the fundamental philosophies, ideologies, criticism and fact, and aim to create and monitoring of the society. Meaning and definition of the legal education. Legal education referred to the process of acquiring the knowledge, skill, and understanding the principle, processing practice, and concept of the law. It is an educational framework designing to prepare in the individual for a career in the legal professional, such as lawyers, judges, paralegals, legal schools, and other related roles. Legal education encompasses a wide range of subjects, including substantive areas of law, legal research, writing, ethics, and participating skill required for the of the law. The Law Commission of the idea define legal education as the science which impact to student knowledge of the short-term principle and provision of law to enable them to enter the legal profession. Historically speaking, legal education goes back to unethical period where the king and princes were given teaching about the Dharma and now for the loan of rights. Legal education is about the concept. It is including the professional which is participating in the court of law, law teaching, law research, and administration in the different routes where law play a big role. In short, legal education is from human science that behind the technical skill and component for the fundamental philosophies, ideology, criticism, and tools, all aimed to shorten, creating, and maintaining a just society. Like legal education in Nepal, history of legal education in Nepal. Traditional legal education in Nepal was first start with the Shrestha Puspalal with the subjective of the procedural cleaner level manpower of work in the country, administration of the just, but it was not sufficient to meet the need of the time. In this year, 1954, a law college was established in Kathmandu under the application of Patna University. To prosecute necessary human resources in legal sector as far as the need of the country, but the course has not according to the national legal system and current and traditional, therefore the law college was applied from Patna University and put under the Tribhuvan University. Patna and Tribhuvan University. In 1971, National Education System was implemented with the objective of producing necessary complemented human resources of different level in different area to meet the country needs to requirement. In 1972, the Institute of the Law prepared 2 years certificate level program and a 3 years diploma in law program, which was include the advanced level law subject together other humanities and social science subject. In 1933, Tribhuvan University underwent to move massive change and reconstructed in the form which lead to managing the institution of the law into faculty of law. 3 years CL program and 3 years diploma law program were renamed as the pharmacy certificate in law and bachelor degree in law. Pune University Faculty of Law in 1996 introduced a 2 years Master of the Law LLM program. The course of LLM program is designed with the main subject to present the higher qualification of law. In 2010, with the good to make the legal education or practical and the complement to the componentary time and place and to meet the standard of national and international legal oaths. Tribhuvan University Faculty of Law has introduced a 5 years Bachelor and Bachelor of Art, Bachelor of Law, BA LLB program. Promoting the law schools and universities, offering the legal program in Nepal. Yes, in college name, location, university as you like. First one, number Nepal Law Campus, Kathmandu, TU. Number 31, Prithvi Narayan Campus, Pokhara, TU. Third, National Law College, Lalitpur. Fourth, Kathmandu School of Law. Fifth, Chakrabarti Avi College, Kathmandu, PU. Bright Vision Law College, Viratnagar, PU. KU Seoul, Dhulikhel. Butol City College, Butol. Tulasipur Metro College, Dang, LBU. Rajbira Rajarsi Janak University, Janakpur. Mid-Western Law School, Surkhet. Tikapur Multiple College, Tikapur. College of Law. Kailali Multiple Campus, Dhangadi. Center Campus, Mahendranagar. Gandaki University, Pokhara. Khopa College of Law. There are the law background of the college. Importance of the legal education. Legal education holds significant importance for the several race professional comprehension. Legal education requires the individual with the knowledge and skill necessary to notable complex legal system, advocate for the defense, and uphold the principle of the justice. Justice and role of law. It play a required role in the maintaining the rule of the law and ensuring the access to justice by proceeding to complement legal professional who can interpret and apply law impartially. Protection of the rights. Legal education empowers individuals to understanding and protect their legal rights, fostering a society where citizens are aware of their rights and responsibilities. Ethics standard. Legal education insists the ethical principle and professional responsibility, promoting ethical conduct with the legal professional. Social change. Legal professionals often play the providable role in advocating for the social change, civil rights, and addressing the society issue. Aim of legal education. Legal education should not only pursue lawyer, but should not be regarding as the legal instrument for social design. The main aim of legal education are as follow. Train a student for legal professional, reduce the student to solve the individual and problems as well as to solve the society problem in which he lives. Provide the certain center which scholar might contribute the understanding to law, include student with operating legal rules and provide them adequate experience to apply these rules. And the right route for future and development. Thus, legal education should aim to harnessing skill and implement the certain and maintenance of the just to society. Objective of legal education. There are some objectives. The objectives of legal education may be as follows. to develop the preparation and to understand the problem of one society, and to influence value and attitude, to generate the different kinds of skill and knowledge needed to facts in society, to broaden opportunity and mobility in society, notably among groups who may have been derived, to develop the resource of valuable to education and society, which we use of education facilities. There are the objectives of legal education. The legal ethics. Legal ethics refers for the principal rules and standard of the conduct that govern the behavior and professional responsibility of individual with the legal profession, include lawyer, judge, and legal scholar. Their ethical guidelines are designed to ensure the integrity, complementing and the furnishing of legal professional which upholding these principles to principle of justice and the rule of law. Here are some key aspects of legal ethics. Confidentiality. Lawyers are bound by the duty of confidentiality, which means they must keep their clients' information and communication confidential, even offer them attorney clients relationship ends. This confidently is insatiable for clients to trust their attorney and to enable open the host honest communication. Professionalism. Yeah. Professionalism. Legal professionals are expected to conduct themselves in the professionalism and respectful manner toward the clients, colleges, judge, and legal system as a whole. Then, conflict of interest. Legal professional must avoid a conflict of the interest that could compromise their ability to respect clients effectively. They should not respect clients if doing so could conflict with the interest of another clients, if they have a personal interest that could not interest with their professionalism duties. Pro bono and public service. Many legal codes of ethics encouraging lawyers to provide pro bono free legal service to those who cannot afford the legal representation. This contributes to equal access to justice. Comprehenses. Lawyers are expected to provide confidential legal representation to their clients. They include information about change in the law, conducting the research and the necessary skill to handle a client's legal matter competently. Adopting the authorizing the participant of law. Lawyers should not engage in the authorizing the practice of law, which means providing the legal service without the necessary qualification of the qualification of sorry. Sorry, some mistake. Technical problem. Avoiding authorizing the practice of law. Lawyers should not engage in the authorizing practice of the law, which means providing the legal service without the necessary qualification of license. Honesty and conduct. Legal professionals are required to be honest and faithful in their dealing with the clients, court, and opposing parties. They should not knowledgeably make statement to measurement of fact. Clients' loyalty. Lawyer who their primary loyalty to their clients. They loyally require them to prioritize their clients' best interest and act diligently their behalf. Conductor to the court. Lawyer have a duty to conducting to the court, which means they should not withhold or mispresent information to the court, even if it is the determining their client's case. Avoiding privilege the claims of defense. Lawyers should not propose the willful claims to defense as this can call the legal system and waste resources. Violation of the legal ethics can result is disciplinary action, including the suspension and banded dependent the sovereignty to ethical branch. Legal ethics are essential not only for maintaining the integrity of the legal professional, but also they are ensuring fair and just legal outcomes. Bar Council exam. To participate, to practice the law in Nepal, graduate must pass the Bar Council education examination, which is administered by the Nepal Bar Council. The examination assists conducted knowledge of law, legal ethics, and professional conduct. Successful candidates are awarded license to provide practice law in Nepal. Legal training. After passing the Bar Council examination, new lawyer often completed a period of practical training or practicing during the time the work under the supervision of experienced lawyer to further develop the skill. Lawyers in Nepal are encouraged to engage in continuing legal education, stay updated on change in law and legal practice. Nepal Bar Association (NBA) may organize continuing legal education and training program and workshop for practicing lawyer and internship program for new young lawyer. Nepal Bar Association (NBA) was established in December 21, 1966. Nepal Bar Association (NBA) recognizing the importance of continuous professional development of practicing lawyers to enhance their legal education skill and abilities. NBA role in professional education. Continue legal education, CLC. Nepal Bar Association organized and promoted continued legal education program, CLC, for participating lawyer. CLC program provide opportunity for lawyers to obtain their knowledge and change in law, legal procedure, and engaging the legal trend. This program often include seminars, workshops, and training sessions conducted by experienced by legal experts. Legal workshop and seminar. Nepal Bar Association regularly conduct and sponsored legal workshop and seminar on various legal topics. These events serve a platform for lawyers to gain their understanding of sufficient area of law, share knowledge, and engage the discussion on legal issue. Publishing the legal material. Nepal Bar Association may publish legal material, journal, and publication that contribute to legal education and scholarship. These resources can be valuable reference for lawyers seeking to expand their legal knowledge. Mentorship and guidelines. Nepal Bar Association encourages senior lawyers to member of guide young lawyer, offering them full insight and advice as they navigate their legal career. Mentorship program can help joining the lawyer develop practice skill and ethical value. A regular internship program, legal aid and pro bono integrated program. Nepal Bar Association provided the legal aid and pro bono work, encouraging lawyers to provide free legal service to advantage individually and communicatively. If they organize initiative and clients to facilitating such activities. Advocacy for legal education. Nepal Bar Association advocates for improvement in legal education standard and curriculum in collaborating the Legal Education Institute. It may offer recommendation and engage in discussing with relevant authorities to enhance the quality and legal education in Nepal, supported for research and scholarship. Nepal Bar Association may support legal research project and scholarship intervention by providing finding the resource or platform of legal research to showcase their work. Advocacy of legal ethics. Nepal Bar Association advocates for improvement in legal education standard and curable in collaboration the Legal Education Institute. It may offer recommendation and engage in discussion with relevant authorities to enhance the quality of legal education in Nepal, support for research and scholarship. Nepal Bar Association may support the legal research project and scholarship in engaging by the providing finding resource to platform or legal research to showcase their work. Networking and collaboration. Nepal Bar Association facilitating the networking opportunity among lawyers, legal scholars, and other professionals within the legal community. Collaboration and knowledge in exchange can further legal education and professional development. Public education. Nepal Bar Association engage in public legal education effort to raise awareness about the legal rights and responsibility among the general publics. Challenges in legal education and training in Nepal. Limit access to quality legal education, lack of uniform curriculum, outdated curriculum, insufficient practical training, resource construction, bar exam and license challenges, limit opportunity for specialization, gender dispute, gender disparity, legal aid and access to justice, lack of resource and scholarship. Other outlook, quality enhance, ongoing effort to improve the equality of legal education and training, assess the expansion, individual to instance, access to legal education, particularly in rural and understanding the area, ethics student, reinforcement to ethical and professional standard among the legal participants, specialization and research, enhancement to specialization and legal research for professional growth. Gender inclusivity, providing the gender inclusivity to create a more diverse legal community, legal aid and access, strengthening legal aid service and improving the access to justice for marginalized committee, continuing legal education, expanding the continuous legal education program to keep professional up to date, collaboration, enhance collaboration among the legal institute, the Nepal Bar Association and government bodies for positive change. This individuality and commitment will shape a promoting future for legal education and training in Nepal, ensuring a legal profession that upholds justice, ethics, and challenges. There are my topics. If you want to share the question in Nepal Bar Association related access to justice, please.
Okay, ma'am, you can now turn off your presentation. Okay, so Advocate Anjita Khanal ma'am has included all the aspects regarding the legal education in Nepal, including the law colleges that teaches law in Nepal, how the legal education started in Nepal and all aspect of it. Please, if anyone want to ask questions, we are taking few questions, so you can raise your hand and ask. So there is a question in chat. At first, like, what is? Okay, there is a questions from Satish Jha, ma'am. What strategy could be implemented in Nepal's legal education system to promote a more robust understanding and integration of indigenous legal traditions alongside formal legal education? So he is asking how indigenous people can be integrated in the legal education in Nepal. Or he's asking about indigenous legal tradition alongside formal education in Nepal. So you want to, I think you want to ask integration of indigenous legal tradition alongside formal legal education.
Legal education are same all of the people, but in Nepal there are the many of the indigenous people. They are inclusive entry in the college, society, organization. They when they are learned to law subject in law campus.
Okay. Okay, if anyone else want to ask some questions, we are running out of time, so we are taking one question for this session because we have to finish this session up to 7 p.m. So we are taking one last question if anybody wants to.
Asmita, it's already 7. I think we should move forward and we can take the question at the end. I request everyone to drop the question in the chat box. We will take the question at the end. And you can move forward, Asmita.
Oh, okay, I see. Sure. So we are not taking the questions because it's already 7 p.m. and we are out of the time. Now we are moving to our second keynote speaker for today, Mr. Tarikul Kabir sir, and I already introduced him before the first keynote speaker, so I'm not introducing him here. Now I will end it. Tariq Tarikul Kabir sir will be speaking or addressing the legal education in Bangladesh, access to justice in Bangladesh, and role of Bangladesh Bar Association. So I would like to welcome Mr. Tarikul Kabir sir. The floor is up to you.
Thank you, Ms. Ashmita. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished participant and fellow legal enthusiasts, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. First of all, I am asking for your pardon for being in such a situation. Actually, I was caught up in an academic meeting, so I had to stay in my offices, and still I am in here and joining you from my office. So please avoid this or background, anything else. And first of all, I would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers for organizing such a wonderful collaboration between Bangladesh and Nepal, and also affording me the opportunity to address before such august gathering. Here, I was hearing from our learned advocate Anjita Khanal, who is also the respected General Secretary of Nepal Bar Association. And I believe this is a huge thing for our participants to get in touch with such a professionals who is leading the Nepal Bar Association. So thank you, ma'am, for your insightful overview over such wonderful topics like legal education and access to justice in Nepal. Now, I believe I have been burdened with a best and a vital responsibility to address the legal education system, the access to justice system, the accreditation process of our legal education system, and also the role of our bar association in shaping our legal professionals. So to touch or to address such huge...
Excuse me, sir, for 1 minute. I
Okay.
request everybody. Hello, excuse me, Anusa Acharya. I request everybody to turn off your mic. Okay, so now you can proceed.
Okay, thank you, Ashmita. As I was speaking, this is a huge or vast topic to cover in such a short time. So I have tried to be very precise and be very gist to provide you some gist information so that you can have a basic understanding about our legal education system, about our accreditation process and access to justice system, and also the role of our bar association. Now, is it possible to share my slide, Ms. Ashmita?
Here, sir.
Okay.
I said, please give sir that access to share the slide.
Yeah, he can share. The access is open.
Okay,
You
okay.
can move forward, sir.
Thank you. Okay, are you seeing the slides? I think it is the wrong
Yes,
one.
sir, your slide are visible.
Okay, okay. First, I would like to speak about the legal education and accreditation process of legal education in Bangladesh. I believe our learned advocate Anjita Khanal, ma'am, has made a clear understanding or clear overview at what is legal educations and its importance and other things. And as I was known that I am going to be the second speaker, so I tried to take the advantage of the situations, and also I presume that as most of the participants in this gathering are from law backgrounds or are law students, so I could skip the introductory part of our legal educations. So I would like to go directly to its informative parts about this education system. So, you know, in Bangladesh, the formal education is provided by either a department of any public or private universities or by some affiliated college which is working under the affiliation of Bangladesh National University. Under those colleges and universities, the legal education structure is mostly at two types, such as the undergraduate level and the graduate level. In the undergraduate level, we have two programs, the Bachelor of Law or LLB programs, and also LLB pass course programs. The Bachelor of Law programs are mostly offered by the university in the universities. It is 4 years 4 years law degree LLB degree programs, which is the slide a little bit. Am I audible to you?
Yes, the slide and your voice is also audible. You can move forward.
Oh, okay. Thank you. In the LLB degrees, it provides a comprehensive understanding of legal principles, our legal systems and practices, and it also gives us the necessary, or our students the necessary informations and skills to become a good lawyers, advocates, and judges to provide legal services to the society. So if we speak a little bit elaborately regarding the LLB pass course program, and that we can see that here the students who are going to participate in such programs are required to pass the higher secondary certificate examinations. That means he has to attain the 12-year basic education degree to be eligible to enter or to be eligible to be admitted in the Bachelor of Laws program. Okay. Besides, to get enter into the Bachelor of Laws programs, the universities often take some entry-level examinations. There are also requirement of the educational results here. However, I have heard a question from your previous session that what are the procedure for the indigenous peoples to get admitted in those Bachelor of Laws programs? So here in our countries, there is interesting facts that as our constitution allows our government and our legal systems to draw some advantages or to give some advantages to the disadvantaged people under the principles of positive discriminations to get along with the mainstream population of this country. Our legal system has reserved some seat for those like indigenous peoples and also with those persons with who requires special capabilities, that means handicapped persons, to get admitted in all the programs, including LLB programs in the universities. So it is a good things for our legal systems, I believe, and also an encouraging part to go with all the citizens or the peoples in the same tract. Besides, I have also mentioned that we have a LLB pass course. It is actually professional degree on LLB or law legal professions. It is usually provides for those persons who have already attained a bachelor degrees or a 3 years degree certificate from any other institutions and who are willing to make their career on legal backgrounds. Here, there are some affiliated colleges under the Bangladesh National Universities and authorized by the University Grant Commission of Bangladesh to attain a 2 years LLB programs. In these programs, the basic legal structures or the basic legal courses are taught to those persons who take these courses, so that they could be eligible to enter into the bar entrance program under the Bar Council of Bangladesh. Besides this, there is also a graduate level education included in our legal systems. And the graduate legal education actually means the Master of Laws programs. After completing the LLB programs, a graduate can choose to pursue a Master of Laws degrees, which is usually 2 or 1 year programs, which usually 2 or 1 year programs, including a thesis or research proposal with this. The duration could be vary or depending on the curriculum of various universities, and universities are at liberties to choose the duration of the programs based on their curriculums. Here, to be eligible to enter into LLB programs, a person must attain a Bachelor of Laws degrees from any recognized universities in Bangladesh or abroad. Now, the topic also required to discuss about the LLB curriculum of legal education in Bangladesh. Regarding the LLB curriculum, I have to mention about the University Grants Commission of Bangladesh, which is actually responsible to supervise the curriculum management, also accreditation process of Bangladesh, and also conduct the necessary requirements to fulfill by the universities to run an LLB programs. However, as part of implementing the World Bank's Higher Education Quality Enhancement Program, Project HICAP, in Bangladesh, the UGC has adopted the Bangladesh National Qualification Framework BU&QF in 2021. As a result, all the public and private universities in Bangladesh are required to prepare their curriculum and course syllabus following the outcome-based curriculum or OBE curriculum. These things, the OBE curriculum or the B&QF, has curtailed the scope of the LLB pass course in Bangladesh. As a result, when the framework, the B&QF project will be finally applied in Bangladesh, the LLB pass course will not be acting in this legal education system. Now, to give you a clear understanding about the OBE or the outcome-based curriculum, or how is our legal education curriculum exists, I have taken the help from curriculum which is already developed and under supervision by our accreditation council in Bangladesh. The curriculum of LLB, which is prepared for the Notre Dame University, Bangladesh. So I would give you a short overview in that curriculum, which is now at this point is the standard format to prepare curriculum in Bangladesh to get the accreditation certificate. And all the universities, either public or private universities, are now required to follow this curriculum or make their curriculum following this OBE object. So here is the curriculum. I believe you are watching it. It is the introductory part. I'll skip this part. Look, this curriculum consists of several parts. First of all, there needs to be a general introduction. In the general introductions, you can see that there is a title of the academic program, that is Bachelor of Law or Honors program, not a pass course. The name of the universities, the vision and mission of the universities has to be stated. It is a mandatory part. What is the vision and mission of your university that you are trying to run this Bachelor of Laws program? It needs to be mentioned in your curriculum, and it needs to be published so that the students or the guardians who are interested to participate in your curriculum can get access to and can evaluate from your mission and visions about your prospects about the LLB curriculum. So there are some other things. The mission of the program offering entirety. That means the vision of the department, that the department they want to offer the LLB curriculum. Objectives of the program offering entirety. Program offering entirety means the department, not the university. Name of the degree. Description of the program. Graduate attributes based on need assessment. Besides, if I skip some other parts also, that means there needs to be a program learning outcomes. Your curriculum needs to state the program learning outcomes. What are the outcomes that your students are going to learn after completing the program? There is also a course learning outcome. That means in the programs, the course included in the program, what your student will acquire after completing each of the programs, each of the courses. So this curriculum needs to have a program learning outcomes and a course learning outcomes. And there needs to be a plan that how you are going to achieve this program learning outcome, how you are going to achieve this course learning outcome. And there is also another important thing in this curriculum, that is the Bloom's taxonomy. I think you are aware of this term already from your schools of law schools, that what is Bloom's taxonomy, which needs to be achieved, or which needs to be demonstrated that you are going to achieve within a few years or within a reasonable time in your curriculum. So if you look at the structure of the curriculum, it is a 4-year bachelor program, consists of 8 semesters. There is also states the admission requirement that the candidates for admission into 4-year undergraduate program must possess the following qualification: SSC and SSC GPA 2.5, A-level, O-level also accepted, and needs to attend in a entry-level examinations. There will be total 80 weeks classes, 15 classes per week, and total credit hours is 45 hours. Now, I would like to skip some parts and show you directly to a course description. Like here, there is a course code controlling the law of the crimes. This is a core course, and it needs in the curriculum it needs to be mentioned the rationale of the course, why this course is included in your curriculum, the content of the courses, the course learning outcomes, what your students will learn from after completing this course, CLOs, the mapping of learning outcomes with the program learning outcomes. I have already mentioned the program learning outcomes. So you have to make a harmony here in your curriculum, that what are the relationship of the course learning outcomes and your program learning outcomes, how completing a particular course will contribute to the program achieving the program learning outcomes in your course. This thing needs to be demonstrated in your particular curriculum, and if those things are carried or included in your curriculum, then your curriculum are capable to be admitted, capable to be submitted for accreditation process in from the Accreditation Council in Bangladesh. Now, if you have an understanding about the curriculum, I would like to proceed to the accreditation process in Bangladesh. I would like to give you some short understanding about it. The accreditation process in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, the University Grant Commission is the statutory organization which is responsible for the coordination and determination of the standards of higher education. It is the principal accreditation and regulatory body for the universities and degree awarding institutions. However, the UGC has developed an act known as the Bangladesh Accreditation Council Act in 2017, under which act it has established two bodies. One, the Bangladesh Accreditation Council BAC, and another is Bangladesh Technical Education Board Accreditation Council, which is also known as BTAB. The BAC is responsible to accredit the curriculums of the university levels or institutions, including universities and their programs. On the other hand, BAT is responsible for the technical and vocational training institutions programs accreditation. So if you have a quick look at how the accreditation process works in Bangladesh, we can see that, first of all, an entity or the higher education entity, which is an university, which intend to apply, needs to make a self-assessment that whether what are their strengths, weakness, and opportunities and threats regarding offering this particular course or curriculum. Then they need to assess their eligibility to apply for Bangladesh Accreditation Council accreditations. In the eligibility, here it has proceeded that it must be approved by authority appropriate in Bangladesh. The HEI, higher education institution, that means the universities, must have a permanent IQSC. IQSC for management of quality assurance with the HEI. IQSC means Institute of Quality Assurance Cell, right? Every university needs to establish an IQSC cell to be accredited by the Accreditation Council. Besides, they need to follow up or to cover up all the necessary implementations or all the necessary elements which has been mentioned in the Accreditation Council Act 2017. After a university or HEI believes that they has the qualifications or they has the necessary capacities to apply for the accreditations, they need to apply to the before the Accreditation Council regarding getting an accreditations. after getting the accreditation proposal, the Accreditation Council will collaborate with Bangladesh Bar Council regarding the legal education, and besides the legal education or law department, regarding other departments, the Accreditation Council will assess the applications and decide that whether the accreditation could be offered or certified or not. If the Accreditation Council is satisfied, it will give the entity the green lights and submit for the further processes. And if it is not satisfied, it will inform the entity that they are not satisfied, and also inform that which things need to be recovered. The entities have the opportunity to provide with the required information even after the refusal. But if they did not reply with the 7 days, then the application is finally refused. After the application is accepted, the universities need to pay some accreditation fees, which has been mentioned in Accreditation Rules 2022. Besides, they need to form an accreditation committee inside their universities, consist of 3 members at least, including an professor and other 2 academicians. And this committee will fulfill all the requirements or manuals provided in the accreditation manuals of Bangladesh, and they will provide the final curriculum to the before the Accreditation Council for issuance of certificate. If the Accreditation Council is satisfied with the external quality assessment, which is also done by the Accreditation Council, and the report provided by the accreditation committee, that means the internal quality assessment, then they will issue a certificate to the accreditation or to the respective universities. That is the overall accreditation process in Bangladesh. If I have made a diagram of the accreditation, you can have a quick look at this. That needs to submission of application, scrutiny by back, either rejected or accepted. If rejected, they could submit again an application. If accepted, they need to formate a accreditation committee. The accreditation committee will review the documents by the accreditation committee. Then the accreditation council will site visit and make an external quality assessment report, which will be submitted to the accreditation committee. They will assess the accreditation committee's report and the EQA report, and in the council meeting, if it is satisfied, that they will issue a certificate. They'll issue a certificate of accreditations. So these were the basic ideas of our legal educations and the accreditation process of our education, and also how our legal curriculum is functioning in this country. However, besides this, I would like to also mention some other things regarding our legal educations, and that is that gradually nowadays our legal education is transforming itself from the traditional way of teaching then to a clinical legal education system. I believe you have already heard the term the clinical legal education system. This system refers that there needs to be a process where the student will be responsible to go to the fields, to do some field works, to apply their knowledge, and also collaborate with the general peoples to showcase their skills and knowledge. And they need to come back to the schools to make presentations of what they have achieved from this fieldwork. This is called the clinical legal education, and I believe this will bring a tremendous change in our legal educations within just 10 years. As it has been mentioned by our legendary professor, Professor Dr. Mizanur Rahman sir. I think or I believe you all are aware or are familiar with the name that Dr. Mizanur Rahman. He's the father of the clinical legal education in Bangladesh. And I would like to congratulate in the meantime, in the middle of this session, to our Kabir University Law Department for also implementing the clinical legal education process in their curriculum. As I know that they are performing this type of activities in every years or in first year, second years, all years of education systems. So this is pioneer activities from the Department of Kabir Vishwavidyalaya. So this was about the first topic. Now, if we look at the second topic, that is the access to justice and access to justice and the role of our bar associations regarding the access to justice. I think I can skip this slide as I am already been introduced here. So let's move forward to the meaning of access to justice. You all are familiar with the term access to justice. So I'm not going to make an elaborated details explanation about the term. I'll just try to refresh your memory regarding the term before we go to the further discussions. That access to justice means access to litigation or access to courts of law. That means when you are a victim or you are required to take the protections of law, you have the scope to go or appear before the law. That is the access to justice. However, from the UNDP Access to Justice Practice Note 2004, if we look at the essence of this practice note, we can find that the access to justice needs to have 4 characteristics, such as meaningful access of or right of every person to seek remedy. I will request you to put your attention to the term the meaningful access. That means not an access or a mere entry, but a meaningful access. And the remedy may be sought either from a formal and informal institutions. However, the process of resolution of a dispute must be fair, cost effective, and within a reasonable time. So access to justice doesn't only mean that you have the right to go to the court, and after going to the court, it doesn't matter. No, however, it needs to ensure that there must be a fair trial, and it needs to be cost effective, and it needs to be disposed within a reasonable time. And finally, the remedy must be adequate and satisfactory in circumstance. Now, as we are here to talk about the Bangladesh's stand on ensuring access to justice to our citizens, then first of all, we need to discuss about how our legal framework are promoting or ensuring access to justice in Bangladesh. So let's look at the legal frameworks. First of all, I have intend to discuss about our constitutional mandate for access to justice. If you look at our constitutions, it has several mandates or clear mandates regarding ensuring access to justice for its citizens. So look at Article 27, which states that the citizens or all the persons shall be subjected to equal status and equal protection under the law. On the other hand, Article 32 guarantees that no person shall be deprived of their rights and liberties except in accordance with the law. Article 33 in the same way states that every arrested person or the person who is in custody has the right to legal representations and a speedy and impartial trial. On the other hand, Article 44 grants the right to move to the court to protect the fundamental rights and the freedom of citizens in case any violation or any act of inconsistency with the fundamental rights provided in our constitutions to its citizens and all other persons residing under this territory. Finally, if there is no other efficacious remedies available for the injuries you have suffered, Article 22 has give you the scope to move to the court under the shadow of the writ petitions to get your make your voice heard in the court and get your remedy that you are expecting to get, or the remedy that remedy for the damages you have suffered in your rights, in enjoyment of your rights. Besides this, as a tool for accessing justice, ensuring access to justice, Bangladesh has developed a system which is known as the legal aid mechanism. So what is legal aid mechanism? Legal aid is the mechanism, is the most crucial things that Bangladesh or Bangladesh government has ever produced for ensuring access to justice. It is means that to aid those persons who are unable to knock the door at the courts. If I am going to put some formal words regarding this, then I need to say that the legal aid in Bangladesh is a crucial mechanism aimed at ensuring access to justice for all citizens, particularly those who may face economic or social barriers in obtaining legal assistance. The provisions of legal aid helps individuals navigate the legal system, understand their rights, and effectively participate in legal proceedings. Here, the word is effectively participate in the legal proceedings, not just a mere participation in the legal proceedings. However, if we have an overview of the legal aid or how the legal aid is ensured in our Bangladesh, then we have to see that who are the persons that providing the legal aid services in Bangladesh. First of all, the legal aid service in Bangladesh are provided to various organizations, including the Legal Aid and Service Trust, which is an NGO, several legal aid committees which has been established by the government under the Legal Aid Act 2020, including the district level committee, High Court committee, divisional committee, Upazila committee, and several other committees. Besides, there are also several NGOs or non-governmental organizations who are also working to ensure or to provide legal aids to the person or to the peoples to ensure their access to justice. If we talk about the laws and the regulations of legal aid, then there is a Legal Aid Act 2002 established the framework for the legal aid in Bangladesh. This act aims to ensure that individuals, irrespective of their financial situation, have access to legal aid representation and assistance. The eligibility and the scope of legal aid. Then here the question maybe comes that who are eligible to the legal aid? Are all the persons eligible to access to the legal aid? No. The question answer is no. As we have already mentioned, the legal aid mechanism has come to ensure the entrance of the poor or those persons who are unable to knock the door of the court to get justice. As a result, legal aid facilities are reserved for some specific person. If you look at the Legal Aid Act 2000, then it has clearly mentioned or categorized several persons who are eligible to get the legal aid. Sorry, I didn't mention those persons in the slide to keep the slides a little bit precise. However, I am just uttering those names so that you can get an understanding, not all of them, but a few names. For example, people with a certain or minimum average income, it could be 75,000 or less yearly, or physically disabled person, jobless people, and the freedom fighters of our countries. The recipient of retirement benefit, those persons who are receiving the retirement benefit from the government. Improvised mother holding BGD card, the person who are under social security program of the Bangladesh are also eligible to get the legal aid programs. People having land or house at Adorsha grounds, those persons, Adorsha grounds means the land or the houses provided to the homeless people by the Bangladeshi government. So those persons are also eligible. There are some other also persons. If you're interested, you could look at the Legal Aid Act. But I think you, from these names, you have an understanding that which categories of persons are eligible to get the legal aids. And the legal aid providers, I have already mentioned who are the legal aid providers. The NGOs, besides them, there are some formal organizations. In every bar associations, there is a legal aid committee consisting of several lawyers panels who are responsible to attend any legal aid trials on behalf of those persons who are attending the legal aid services. There is also free legal aid clinics, which needs to be regulated under the legal aid committee, which is working to ensure the conscience of the people regarding their rights and responsibilities in the rural and urban areas also. Now, besides the legal aid, there is also another mechanism in our legal system, which is also tremendously contributing to ensure access to justice or effective access to justice in our country, and that is alternative dispute resolution or ADR. Under the ADR, the parties has the scope to resolve their dispute outside or inside the court, but through a mutual understanding. As a result, it saves the cost of the am I still audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
sir, you are audible.
Okay, my electricity is gone, so I might not get the benefit of light, but my PC is still working, so I think I should continue. Okay.
Okay, sure, sir.
Okay. So I was talking. Oh, great! It has come. So we're back again. We're talking about the alternative dispute resolutions. Here, the parties get the scope to resolve their dispute with the mutual understanding, either in assistance with the court or outside the court. And our legal system has incorporated this mechanism under several laws to ensure that this alternative dispute resolution is available in the civil proceedings, family proceedings, labor laws proceedings, and even in the criminal proceedings. Although the criminal proceedings does not directly mention about the alternative dispute, rather it is in the form of compoundable offenses. That means the offenses which could be resolved through compromise between the parties. There is some references regarding the ADR process which has been mentioned in our legal framework. For example, under the Code of Civil Procedure, Section 89A, B, C, and D provides the opportunity to resolve the dispute by way of ADR, either while at the institution of the suit, or while the suit is under trial, or even in the appellate stage of a suit. A person can go to the ADR. In the labor code, section 120 provides ADR procedure to resolve labor dispute through mediation, conciliation, and arbitration. Under Muslim family law also, the provision of ADR is incorporated. So we have shown you that there are huge scope provided in our legal framework to ensure access to justice. Does that mean that access to justice in our Bangladesh is ensured successfully? No. Although the framework has some convincing regulation or provisions toward ensuring access to justice, still there are some barriers to ensure access to justice in Bangladesh. For example, I have to mention that there is a massive case backlog which is delaying the disposal of cases. At present, there are over 3.9 million cases pending in different courts, and also about 200,000 cases, new cases are instituting each year. So there is an estimate that if a case, if a judge or lawyer resolves a case 10 to 20 cases, then it will take up to 16 years to resolve the case logs which is present or at this moment standing in our courts. Besides, there is it takes a lot of times to resolve a case in our courts, especially the civil cases. There is records that some cases took 10 to 20 years, and even recently I have shown decisions of our high court divisions that a case has been resolved after 60 years, and that means the actual litigant has been died and his grandson is appearing on his behalf in these cases now. So that is a big barriers for our legal system to ensure access to justice. Besides, there are lack of manpower and diversity in key cases. For example, there are 1,900 lower court judges for approximately 170 million people, with women counting for only 35% of the entire judiciary. So you can clearly calculate that only 1,900 judges for 170 million people. So the judges are overburdened. They're more than overburdened in their responsibilities or fulfilling their responsibilities. Thirdly, there's a crying need for appropriate infrastructure in key institutions. For example, the courts are not fully accessible to those with physical disabilities due to lack of wheelchair accessibility. Although this is a minor things I have mentioned, that the physical disabled persons are not getting the opportunity to reach the 10-storied building of the courthouses. Besides that, finally we can say that there is lack of awareness and access to informations regarding the laws and legal mechanism or the rights available to the persons throughout the country. So those are the basic barriers to access to justice, where our legal jurists and our legal workers are working to resolve and to ensure a better essence of access to justice or better scenario of access to justice in Bangladesh. However, this topic has another important things which I think I have put a question mark here, that the role played by the lawyers in access to justice. So I have put a question mark rather putting any other discussion in this slide, because there is a huge controversy ongoing in this country regarding the role played by our lawyers or advocates regarding ensuring access to justice. You know, our advocates are under an oath to act toward ensuring access to justice, assisting the court ensuring access to justice, and also assisting the clients toward getting a fair and affordable remedy. However, what happened in practice is that it is often recorded the lawyers are demanding excessive fees, as there are no specific or there are no limitations of fees by any other authority mentioned for the advocates which they can demand. As a result, they're demanding excessive fees. And even the irony is that the more vulnerable situation of the client give them the scope to demand more fees, which makes our clients or the victims to get put their back into the court systems, because they think that the loss they have occurred by some incident will be more severe if they go to the courts to seek justice. Although this is not a majority practice, but it is it has a accountable number of impact on our society. Besides, our lawyers tends to take adjournment, which is not necessary, unnecessary adjournment to lengthen the process of the trial. This is also a huge bar of access to justice. If a judge is thinking to end or give a judgment on any cases today, then it seems that, or it founds that the lawyer is not coming, rather he is filing a time petitions on some other excuses. So there needs to be some more discussion regarding this point, and I believe if we could gather in some other or convene some other session, we could speak about our lawyers rules, because it needs a huge or vast discussions. So that's about the access to justice slide. Now I think I have another topics to cover regarding to fulfill this or complete these sessions, and that is the role of our bar council in shaping Bangladesh legal professionals. Although the term used by our organizers was that the role of our bar association in shaping Bangladesh legal professionals, I have slightly changed the term to Bangladesh Bar Council, as the Bar Council is the mother body which is responsible to overlook our legal education system and also to overlook our legal professionals. And the bar associations are like an NGO or an organizations of the lawyers, which activities is only limited to the respective bar. For example, in our country, if district courts or a court entity has a bar association for its respective lawyers. So I have slightly changed the topic without your permission. I think it's not a problem, or I think that was the essence of your topics that you wanted to know. So if you look, my electricity has gone again. It's not a problem. Let's forward. The role of the Bar Council. The Bar Council in Bangladesh plays a crucial role in shaping the country's legal professionals and ensuring the proper functioning of the legal system. The Bar Council, which is established under the Legal Practitioners and Bar Council Order 1972, is responsible for regulating legal education, admission to the legal profession, and ethical conduct of the lawyers. Here's an overview of the role played by the Bar Council in shaping legal educations or real professionals in Bangladesh. First of all, the regulation of legal education. In the accreditation process, I have slightly mentioned that the accreditation council has to collaborate with the bar council regarding accrediting a law school to offer a legal education system. Here, bar council plays important rules regarding how many students could be admitted in a session in any law schools. The previous direction was that 50 students could be admitted in a single sessions per semester. However, a recent development of our appellate division's judgment, the number has been increased from 50 to 75. That means as of from the upcoming semesters, the law schools is eligible to admit 75 students per semesters. Besides, the law school has to inform the bar council about about the informations of the students who has been admitted in newly admitted in a law program, and also the information of the students who have passed the law program from their schools to the bar council. Secondly, the accreditation of the law schools. You have already are informed that the bar council plays a crucial role while accrediting the law schools in Bangladesh. Such as secondly, the bar admission and licensing. The bar council plays the role regarding admission of new lawyers in the bar in our countries. That means if a person has achieved the LLB degree, either 4-year degree from any recognized university in Bangladesh or from any other university outside Bangladesh, which degree is recognized by our bar council, can appear through the selective process of our bar council to get the license to practice in our court system as an advocate. Here, the bar council is burdened with the responsibility to arrange at least one entry exam per year for the upcoming advocates. All this is there is some irregularities regarding conducting this exam, and if you talk about the process of this exam to enter into the or enlist as a bar council member or as an advocate, first of all, a law student who have completed the LLB honors course has to submit to an advocate who has at least 10 years experience of practicing for PPLS or training session, which is called as PPLS, for at least 6 months. After completing the 6 months PPLS sessions, a person or a student is eligible to appear or to apply for appearing on a bar council examination. Besides the 6 month PPLS from a students also needs to get a minimum CGPA in their bar in their LLB programs to appear before a bar council exam. And the bar council exam is a 3-layer entrance exam where there, first of all, there is a 100-mark MCQ exam. If a person get 50% marks in that MCQ exam, he will be eligible to appear before a 100 marks written exam on the selective courses provided by the bar council. If the students acquire 50% marks in that written exam also, then he has to appear in a BIBA exam. And after successfully completing the BIBA exam, a person will be enlisted as an advocate, and a memorandum of advocates enlistment will be published by the bar council to give them the license to practice under any bar association in Bangladesh. As we are talking about the bar association, as we're talking about the bar council entrance exam, we have to mention that to get an understanding about the number of law students in Bangladesh, the previous bar exam, which was held in 2022, more than 56,000 students have appeared in the MCQ exam, and among them more than 40,000 persons was eligible to appear before the written examination. And finally, after completing all the 3 years of examination, more than 5,000 lawyers were enlisted as advocate last years. So you can assume that there is a huge number of lawyers producing our legal system every year. Still there is deficit. still there needs to be more lawyers, more legal professionals to ensure providing legal justice to our peoples or to the society. Besides, Bar Council provides some professional conducts and ethics. There is a canon for professional conducts and ethics prepared for the advocates by the Bar Council, where it states that the advocates needs to comply while conducting with the courts, other advocates, or with the clients or to the society. They need to comply with the guidelines provided in these professional conducts or professional canons of professional conducts and ethics. Besides, Bar Council also take disciplinary actions. Under the Bar Council order, the Bar Council has established a tribunal who is responsible to adjourn or to entertain any petition or complaint against an advocate regarding his misconduct or professional misconduct. If a person or advocate is accused of professional misconduct, the aggrieved person has to file a petition before the Bar Council tribunal, who will entertain the petition, and if the person is found guilty, his license may be suspended or his license may be cancelled. And besides this, Bar Council also represents the legal professionals in Bangladesh. It is also the guardians of our legal professionals. And that is the overall presentation about the Bar Council, that Bar Council Bangladesh plays a pivotal role in shaping legal professionals and etc. You can look at it. So that is all about our topics. I have tried to cover all the topics you have burdened with me to present in a precise way. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask, and I will try to enlighten you as of my knowledge. Thank you. Ashmita, to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Tarikul sir. It was a wonderful presentation. You mentioned everything in detail. Okay, first of all, I would like to announce that please, like yesterday, everybody, there is a link to attendance in chat box. Please fill up the attendance sheet. After filling this attendance sheet, who has filled the attendance sheet yesterday and today, we will provide you the certificate of participation, and we will moving to question answer session. Before that, I would like to share something about Nepal's legal education system to solve and everybody presented here, because sir mentioned about the clinical education system. So I would like to share a little bit about it. Since
Please.
2000, our college, Kathmandu, I belong to Kathmandu School of Law under Purvanchal University, and our college is practicing clinical legal education since 2018, that is before 23 years ago, and it is really an important and such a practical subject. And one of my friend of Bangladesh mentioned that the BA LLB of Bangladesh is of 4 years, but in Nepal BA LLB is of 5 years. And since it's 2018 or since 2017, Nepal has introduced law stream in higher school as well. We can choose law in higher school as well. So and under clinical legal education, in first year, we just go to traffic volunteering to the society to understand the status of legal awareness in society. Then in second year, we go to the outreach. We have outreach college in a rural area of Nepal in Kabir. So we go there and we visit the rural community to our people and to know about the legal problem. And in our college, there is a separate clinical law department with our students inside the college on legal education, as well as provide free service to the needy people. So we go to the village and we see if there is any issue to the people who are not able to offer the legal services. We provide them free legal free legal services. And for many issues which are not been included in law, we file petition to address this subject. For example, recently our fellow friends filed a case to provide voting right to the people in prison. So from upcoming election, the people in Nepal who are in prison will be voting in the elections. Like that, we are practicing the practical legal education. And during the college under legal education, we learn to draft all the like documents which are required in the court or in quasi-judicial body or judicial committee. Then in 5th year, we beside the moot court, we have a subject called trial advocacy, and there we practice. Teachers give us a fake case, then we practice a case how to advocate in the court. So we are practicing clinical legal education since 23 years, and I'm so happy to their Bangladesh also, College of Bangladesh also introducing the clinical legal education, and I hope we will meet in some session to share about our clinical legal educations.
Yeah, sure.
And moving to the inclusivity in Nepal, Nepal also practice the principle of inclusivity. Of course, in total number of students, 33% women should be included in each field, and it is applied to law stream as well. So we have quota system. It's a reservation system where we include backwarded minority community in those seat planning of LLB and BLLB. Then there are questions raising by students, because we have law stream in higher school as well, so they might be unknown. It is a little bit information, and many things are similar to Bangladesh. For example, taking license, disciplinary action taken by the bar council, many of, and some are different as well. I hope to meet on some session to share those things. Now I would like to move to the question answer session. If anyone wants to question, please raise your hand, and you can ask the question to Mr. Tarikul sir. He is here to answer you. So please.
You can also put the question on the chat box.
Yeah, sure. You can put the question either in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and ask the questions.
Okay, it seems that everyone has understood the topic you asked me to explain. Still, if you have any queries, not a question, if you have any queries regarding any legal, any aspects of our legal system, you could ask. As I think we have some time, I could comply.
Yeah, we have few time, and if anybody want to ask, the presentation was quite detailed, but still, if anyone wants to ask any question, the floor is open. I think nobody wants to ask questions. Okay, I want to ask a question to Tarikul sir. In Nepal, we have, I already mentioned, we have law in higher school stream. Then after higher school, we can either join BLLB or BBA-LLB. One year college, that is Kathmandu University School of Law, is providing Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Law. And other colleges are providing Bachelor of Arts and Bachelors of Law, which is known as BA-LLB. So we can join after we pass our higher school. We can either join BA-LLB or BBA-LLB, or we have another option to join LLB course, that is of 3 years. BA-LLB or BBA-LLB is of 5 years, and LLB is of 3 years. So to join LLB, we should pass bachelor degree on any other stream before join LLB. So we can join either LLB after passing the 3 years, another 3 or 4 years, another bachelor degree, then we can join BA LLB, or we can directly after high school join BA LLB. So we can join law education in Nepal through this. But I just want to know how the system of legal education system of Bangladesh.
Thank you. Actually, the system of your that inclusion of a legal education in the secondary level is really an appreciative steps taken by Nepali government. And here Monilaram sir is present. I can say that he is actually working, and with him we have jointly worked in a research work where we were seeking information about the tertiary or tertiary level, and also the secondary level students understanding about our constitutions and other legal aspects. And we have found that these students have a very nominal understanding or knowledge about legal aspects. So sir have urged the authoritative body of our country to consider that if it is possible to address some topics, if not a subject, in our secondary level educations regarding our constitutions and also other basic legal provisions. However, at the existing education systems, our education does not afford any legal education in the secondary level, or any other technical educations, either it is medical or engineering or agriculture or vocational, any other. In the secondary levels, there are no such things. Till secondary level, it is only the fundamental courses which has been offered in our universities or in our curriculum. And after you have successfully completed your fundamental educations, that means the secondary educations, you have the opportunity based on the grounds you have studied in your secondary levels, that science, commerce, or arts, you can entry to either a legal education or law schools or a medical schools or an engineering schools or agricultural institutions to get your degrees. So that is actually the existing process. But the initiative of Nepal's, including the legal education secondary level, is really appreciable. It will provide all the students, irrespective of his studying law or not, have a basic understanding about the laws, and it will, I think, it will help to build awareness about laws and rights of your citizens. So our jurists and academicians are also working in this area. I believe we will see some fruitful results and fruitful development in this regard within a very short time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the information, and I hope we will meet again in sharing the information about this secondary level legal education together.
Chat box from Imran bin Yusuf or no? Can you recite, please?
Okay, there is a question from Farjana. How is Bangladesh dealing with access to justice of refugee?
Refugees. Thank you, Farjana, for your asking. First of all, the refugees, we need to think or we need to clarify the status of the refugees. The refugees are the subject of international law, not the subject of our state laws. However, if you look at our constitutions, that it states that all the citizens in some grounds, and in some other grounds it states all the peoples. And where it states that all the peoples, that means not only the citizens but also the aliens who are residing into the territory of Bangladesh. So in that ground, a refugee has also the same or similar rights to access to justice in our court system if any of his rights, which is guaranteed by the international law or Bangladesh law, violated by any subjects. It could be a state or any other person inside the refugees. And I think you will have a clear understanding if you look at some other question, if you look at some other reports from our daily newspapers, where it states that several refugees has been arrested due to making false identity card showing that they are Bangladeshi citizens. In that case, they are taken into custody and put into our legal systems. So
as they are refugees, they are homeless, they are also eligible to get legal aid services, right? Legal Aid Act also provide them the access to get the legal aid services under the direction of alien citizens or foreign citizens who are not who do not have the capacity to afford our legal systems. So the refugees can access to our legal education system, and it is a fundamental, it is a constitutional mandate provided in our very constitutions.
Okay, sir, there is another question. I'm going to recite it. Sir, I have a question regarding your opinion, whether you think that a separate dedicated campus is necessary to introduce in Bangladesh for students of law, as there exists the same for medical students.
Right. I think your opinion has some merits. Yes, there need if there is a separate campus or separate legal education system for providing legal education, it will be more better, or it will be more efficient to ensure that our students are properly guided by way of our by way of our legal education's works. As you say that the medical students are getting their education in an environment which is affording all the time 24/7 to them, that how to act like a doctor, how to think like a doctor, how to be empathic like a doctor to the patients as they are working with the hospitals, as they are working inside the hospitals. So if we could have such an environment or such an education system where the system will be totally dedicated for only the law students, and it will cooperate with the courts, okay, like the hospitals and medical colleges, it will cooperate with the courts, then the legal education will have more impact or more efficient impact on the society. So it is a merit point, it is a valid point. I think you could have some works on some research work focusing on this point, or no, it will be a good research.
Okay, now if anybody has any questions. In Nepal, law colleges are separate of other institutions, though they are under a university, but the colleges are separate. Law colleges only teaches and law only, not other faculty. So there are.
Actually, regarding the law college, our education system is mainly based on the university level, not the law colleges. I have mentioned that there is a pass course which is consist of 2 years, which is provided by the law colleges affiliated under university. However, as of the new curriculum introduced by our GC, the OBE curriculum, these law colleges have instructed not to admit students after 2023. Okay, and the Bar Council will not allow the student who have passed from the law colleges after 2023. So there is a possibility that these colleges will be shut down. Okay.
Okay. Anybody wants to ask any questions? The floor is open. Please be interactive. You will very lessly get such chances to interact with such a scholar. So nobody is asking question. I think everybody has understood everything.
Is exhausted by the one-way delivery of lectures by your speaker. So in our classrooms, I can sometimes feel that when I am actually just giving some lectures without interacting with the students get bored. Sometimes they get in sleep. So I think that the case happening here. But however, it was a wonderful experiences to get in touch with your community, with Nepalese community. You guys are wonderful. I have some friends. I think you know one, Rashni Adhikari. He was in Bangladesh the last year and participated in a program with myself. So I have a good impression about you people. I believe that we'll meet in some further like sessions. So best of luck. Thank you again.
Sir, here is another questions from Smriti.
Okay.
Though legal aid service is well established, we can say as per our legal aid mechanism, but how far is it available?
Legal aid service is well established, we can say, but how far it is available? Actually, the availability depends on the awareness of the candidates want to get legal aid. The greatest bar to access to the legal aid is that awareness or lack of awareness among the people. You know that every bar associations and every court has a legal aid committee under the supervision of a judge or judiciary member, and there is a lawyers panel under every bar associations. But what are the gaps is that the peoples are not aware that they have the scope to get the legal aid service from those committees. So I think there are more works. Works has been going on by our governments and our other NGOs also to increase the awareness. And the students of our law schools are also taking some initiative to aware the peoples about the legal aid services by way of clinical law educations, as it has been introduced in your university, where you are going to the public to tell them their rights, you are going to the public to know their problems, you are going to the public to solve their problems, right? So I think there will be a time where all the citizens will be aware about their rights, and the good initiatives taken by our legal systems will provide some fruits. Okay, thank you, Shruti.
Okay, now please, anybody has anything else you can ask. Okay, since no one is asking question, I think we can move to, oh, okay, here is a question from Golam Kabira. Is preventing detention a bar of ensuring access to justice?
Okay, thank you. This is a wonderful question. Preventive detention, right? You know, the preventive detention has a special nature, right? When a person could be detained to prevent from doing any cognizable offense, right? So it is not a bar to access to justice. Rather, when a person has been detained, then the question comes to access to justice. If a prevented person or detained person has not awarded with the opportunity to access to the justice, to be presented before a court, to be afforded with a lawyer, represented with a lawyer, then this is a bar to access to justice. And in our legal systems, there are clear directions from our courts, superior courts, that whenever a person is detained under preventive detentions, he must be presented before the court within 24 hours. However, if a person is detained under the Special Power Act, then there may not be provided with the opportunity to be presented by a lawyer, represented by a lawyer, and appear before a court. However, the Special Power Act, you know that it is based on some to take action for some special situation or circumstances. So there is an exception which is also recognized by our constitution. And besides that, any preventive detention under the criminal procedure is accessible or easily accessible, and the court has clearly directed that these persons which has been detained under the preventive detention should be afforded with the opportunity to appear before the court and know about their grounds of detention. I think your question is your idea is clear about this topic, and you will get a more clear idea if you study the Special Power Act regarding this preventive detention.
Okay, now we are at the end. Still, anybody wants to ask question? Please, we are taking few questions. You can ask. Okay, since no one is asking question, I think we should move to photo session as we are running out of time. Whoever is the feasible situation, please everybody turn on your camera. We are taking photo. Aishji, are you ready?
Yeah, I am, but I'll give that some time to turn on the camera. So
Are you representing the Nepal Research Society, Ayush?
Yes, I am currently serving as the president of the
Oh,
society.
great. I have seen your activities in your Facebook page. Huh? It is really appreciating.
Thank
Please
you so much.
continue doing such thing.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
I think my electricity is gone again. Okay.
Okay.
We are back.
Okay, I will count 1, 2, and 3, and then I will start capturing the snaps. Oh,
Keep smiling, everybody.
yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for smiling as well.
So now we are at the end of this session. I would like to thank you everybody for your valuable time, and a special thanks to our guest keynote speakers for providing us also wonderful information, for providing your valuable time. And at last, I would like to call President of the Legal Research Society Nepal, Mr. Ayush Badal, for thanks note and overview of the today's event. The floor is up to you, Ayush.
Thank you, dear Smita ji, and ladies and gentlemen. As we bring the session down to the second and final day of the virtual South Asian Legal Nexus Symposium, it is with immense gratitude and appreciation that I extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for your active participation, insights, and support during this event. First and foremost, I would like to express deep gratitude to our esteemed speakers of today's session, Adv.Anjita Khanal, General Secretary of Nepal Bar Association, and lecturer Tarikul Kabir. I am extremely sorry if I pronounce it wrong, sir.
Yeah, it's no problem.
And your expertise, knowledge, and dedication to the discussion on legal education, access to justice, and role of Bar Association, and primarily role of Bar Council, as Tarikul sir went to the role of Bar Council. Yes, as it is also the important as education, legal education is handled and controlled by Bar Council. So I was overwhelmed, and I got the series of knowledge from today's session. And I will also like to remember and thanks the speaker of yesterday's session, Dr. Vijay Mishra sir, and the speaker from Bangladesh as well. They both presented very well yesterday in yesterday's session as well, and in today's session also. The presentation was very well from both the speaker, and I am happy, and I think, and I am pretty sure that today's participant also learned something. Yesterday also I told, don't expect much, but you will learn something. And it's same today. I think they did not learn much, but they learned something. They got some more knowledge and they expand their knowledge. I'm pretty sure on this. And I cannot sit without thanking JKKNIU Moot Court Committee, which supported us for completing this session. They did a lot by collecting the participants and by collecting the speakers from Bangladesh. They played a crucial role in connecting Nepal and Bangladesh. Although it's a virtual medium, but they did a lot. This cross-border discussion not only held the discussion of the legal system between two countries, but it, in my view, it also strengthened our cooperation. It also strengthened our friendliness and networking as well, because we all are from law background, and connecting to the people of Bangladesh from Nepal or from Bangladesh to Nepal, it connected both the people of both countries who are going to be advocate in future. Advocates of Nepal and advocates of Bangladesh are getting the bridge to connect from this program. So I am pretty sure the program got success, and I would also like to thank every member representative from JKKNIU Moot Court Committee, the speakers who attended the sessions for both days, and I also wish to say something at last. Let us carry forward the knowledge, connection, and inspiration. Let us carry forward the knowledge, connection, and inspiration we gain from here. Let us get connected with each other. Let us keep in on our mind what we got. Let us revise it. And I wish I could again collab. The LRS Nepal, Legal Research Society Nepal would love to again collab with JKKNIU college, Moot committee, and other committee as well. We are free to that, and I hope we will have furthermore collaboration and we can do more events. And we also would love to collab with Nepal Bar Association. I'd like to thanks Adv.Anjita Khanal for representing Nepal Bar Association and being in the event. We would love to coordinate and collab with the Nepal Bar Association as well and with Bangladesh as well in coming future. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone, participants, speaker, and mainly the organizing committee and our collaborators. Thank you so much. Thank you for being till this 8:19 in Nepal. So thank you for being till this time. And at last, I once again want to assure that everyone had filled the attendance form so that nobody will miss on getting the participation certificate. As you have participated, you should get the certificate. So please fill off the form that's in the chat box, and hope to be connected with you in another program, in further program as well. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Ayushi, for such a wonderful thank you note. So at last, while if anybody is missing to fill up the attendance form, please fill up the attendance form. And as Ayushi said, I request everybody to be connected, and I'm so happy that I already got some friend from Bangladesh through this program, and I'm very happy for that. And I hope some sharing between the friends about our legal education and learn from them. So please, everybody, I request everybody to be connected with the friends of Bangladesh as well, and Bangladesh friends to Nepal's friends as well. Be cooperative to each other, and I hope to see you all in some other event. So we are at the end of the program. So I announced that the program ended here, and thank you so much everybody who are presented and who learned something today. So the program ends here. Okay, good night everybody.